Hello, I'm Brian Trapp, and today I'm going to show you one of the many ways to cook with beer. This book features over 40 different recipes for use when cooking with beer. Today I'm going to show you how to make ham and beer cheese soup. First you'll need your ingredients. What you'll need is 1 cup of chopped onions, red onions, white onions, or yellow onions will do. I went with white. 1/2 cup of sliced celery, 2 to 3 tablespoons of butter or margarine. I like to use real butter for my meals. 1 cup of hot or boiling water. 1 teaspoon of chicken flavored bouillon. Now the cubes will work, but I like to use a salt packet from ramen noodles. 3 cups of half and half. 3 cups or about 18 ounces of ham. Now you're going to want to dice them up into cubes. Around 16 ounces of pasteurized processed cheese spread. Now you're going to want to dice those up into cubes as well. 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, and of course the most important ingredient, a 12-ounce can or bottle of your favorite beer. Now dark or light beer will work. I've chosen light. Now that you have your ingredients, you're ready to start making ham and beer cheese soup. First, you'll want to saute your onions and your celery. To do this, you'll need a Dutch oven or any deep pot. Place it over medium-high heat. Next, you'll want to drop the butter in the pot, followed by the onions and the celery. Put in the butter. The onions. And the celery. Now while that's cooking, we could start preparing the broth. Simply pour the chicken flavored bouillon into the cup of hot water and stir. Let's go check on our vegetables now. That looks fantastic. Now we can move on. Next, you'll need to put the half and half, the ham and the cheese, the beer, and only 3/4 of the broth into the pot. Alright, your half and half. There's 1 cup, 2 cups, going on to the 3rd, and there it is. And now we're going to have to take our ham over here, our pre-diced ham, and we're going to put that in there. And next we're going to put in our cheese. We're going to put all that in there. Oh, that looks great. I can't wait for this. And then, of course, the most important ingredient, the beer. Pour that in there, a little bit of splash, doesn't hurt anything. Pour it in, and wow, that looks great. Now, as I said, we're only going to be using about 3/4 of the broth. Stir the broth into the mixture. Put 3/4 of that in there. Looks about right. Stir it in there nice and good. Mix it in with every other ingredient we got in there. Turn it out real nice. While we're waiting for our cheese to melt, let's mix in the flour with the rest of our broth. You're going to want to take 1, 2, 3 tablespoons of flour and put it into the mixture. And then you're going to want to stir it in thoroughly until it's nice and mixed in. Now that that's done, we can stir the broth and the flour combination into the pot. Alright, now we're going to want to stir this in there. And you're going to want to keep stirring until it thickens slightly. Come along really well. That cheese is really starting to melt, looking really good. Once you have stirred your soup to its preferred thickness, you are ready to serve and enjoy your ham and beer cheese soup. This isn't the only way you can cook with beer. Never be afraid to experiment with one of America's favorite pastime beverages. I'm Brian Trapp. Thank you for joining me.